All right. Tyler, sit tight 1 second. I messed this intro up really, really bad. I wanted to do something. I wanted to roll you in here, and I just hit me. So yeah, look at everybody. We have Tyler Slane here in the VIP guest area. Jeremy, how are you, boss? We are going to. We've been working all day, Jeremy, on a big show tonight. We have Tyler here to do a Beat the Creek. This was your idea, and it was freaking genius, like normal. All your fault. It was a genius idea to kind of be prepared. What did we do? Conquer, how do we say, conquer the water? Or what would be a great name for an event? Not conquer the water. I know. Beat the creek would be much more appropriate. All right. Conquer the water just gets all muddy and complicated. But your idea before, after maintenance, and why not use CowRC, the products they're doing, and no better person to ask than to let Tyler do his thing. So I promise you, everyone, if you're in the comments here, if you're boarding right now and you are here, we will remind you periodically throughout the show, stay till the end. Several promo codes worth sticking around for CowRC, Carry All. A handful of people brought promo codes, so it is worth it to stay to the end. Now, we are not going to waste any time, Jeremy, because it's a lot packed in. First half, second half. It's kind of like a mullet. Business in the front, party in the back. We got guys sitting in the green room ready to vibe it up here shortly. Let's do an intro and bring on Tyler.
Ground control, we're loaded and ready to taxi.
Flight 209er, you are cleared for takeoff.
Ladies and gentlemen, fasten your seatbelts at this time. Secure all baggage underneath your seat and in the overhead compartments. We ask that you stay in your seats and keep your tables and trays in the upright position as we are ready to take off. Flight 427 with Tyler.
Hey, what's going on, fellas?
Hey, bud.
I wanted to have some sound effects, a little cheering, some music, a big drum roll. So just insert and imagine right there.
Well, it sounds like you're talking through a PVC pipe right now.
Oh, crap. That was still my walkie-talkie voice. Thank you. Boom. Back to podcast.
There you go.
Much better.
Podcast voice. Sorry. Imagine drum roll and music and your big intro. Boom, boom, boom. How are you? Thank you for doing this last minute, Tyler.
No, absolutely. It's my pleasure.
How often does this CowRC thing happen? Is it every 2 weeks that you and who is your co-host? His name slipped my mind.
Yeah,
Adam Ross.
Is every 2 weeks at 8 o'clock. So we're off this weekend, but it's every other Sunday at 8 p.m. Eastern time. It's called Cowtech, and it's myself and Adam Ross, and Adam's another assistant manager for CowRC Factory Team.
You guys get some pretty good traction on that show too.
Yeah, we're going to be doing, so next Sunday will be our 31st episode. So we've been doing it for a little over a year right now.
Fantastic.
We've been getting a lot of good. I think it's been growing a lot. We've had some really some big guests show up, and it's helped a lot with our traffic. And I think it's just it's starting to snowball a little bit more.
Yeah, and we know Mike's froze. That's cool.
Right, as we expected.
We expected all that. He got us started. That's all we need.
That's right. It's right. So it's you and I right now.
Yeah, that's all matters. I don't have any control whatsoever over the stream, so
as long as we have full bar, we're good.
Yeah, we're good. Yep. So we'll let you get right into it.
Yeah, let me do that.
Yeah.
No, I appreciate you having me on. I mean, I think it's when you came up with the idea about talking about what to do before, you take your RC out, especially Beat the Creek where it's wet, muddy, rocky, it's everything is out there. It's important to go, you're going to pay money and invest your time and money and energy into an event. And the last thing you want to do is have a broken rig. Or be out there in the middle of the trail, and then you got to carry your rig home. So what I want to do is kind of show you a little bit of some products that Cal RC sells. And like Mike said, I've got a promo code that he'll share at the end of the episode to get you some discounts. So Beat the Creek being wet, waterproofing your electronics. That's something that is a huge benefit to you. So I'll hold this up a little higher. So this is Cal RC's Calformal. And so this is a conformal electronic coating. So you're going to put this on things like your ESCs, your receivers, any of your electronic boards that go inside of your RC. So you're going to want to make sure that you're coating those electronics so that way you're not getting water inside of them. This is kind of for something that electronics that are going to be not waterproof. A lot of electronics are waterproof, not all are waterproof. So this would be your kind of go-to product for keeping you safe and keeping going out in the trails, especially when it's wet.
Yeah, and
another product.
On that informal, you can use it very fast too. So it cures. I'd say within 7 to 10 minutes. It's enough for the first coat and to get you going and get you waterproof. But yeah, that's a fantastic product. I even coat my Spectrum receivers, which are waterproof.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I just put a coat over top of them just to make sure, because usually when I seal up electronics, it's sealed. I'm not opening that case unless I absolutely have to. So.
No doubt. I mean, and like you said, I usually what I do is I put 2 coats on with it drying fast enough. You get these little fish mouths and it comes out really thick. I mean, it's basically has a nail polish applicator. So you see this stuff, it's gooey. So it's kind of like, I don't know. It's a slimy substance. So it goes on real thick. And when you put it on the first time, you're holes and bubbles and stuff. So like Jeremy said, wait for it to dry about 10 minutes and then put another coat on it and you're good. I like Traxxas. I used to do with Traxxas receiver boxes. I would just coat the outside gap on the box. And it's kind of nice because you can do that. And then when you want to service it again, you can literally just take a razor and just zip off that layer of Calformal around it, open the box up, and then do it again. It comes off, surprisingly easy. So if you put it on a smooth surface, you can just take a sharp knife and it comes right off.
Yeah. Awesome.
Another one to keep you safe is thread locked. So Cal RC sells a purple, a green, a red, and a blue. So the blue is like the medium thickness. Red, I think if you're familiar with red, super strong. Blue is like the medium. Purple and green are kind of towards the lighter side. Blue is what I always go to. I'm not a huge doer of thread locking the world. Sometimes I feel like I get myself into trouble more than anything, but it's a lot about how you apply it too. You don't, it's the opposite. You apply this heavy, you apply this very lightly. Yeah. And you kind of learn, you keep it away from the screw heads because that just creates a bond that you don't want. And then you start stripping heads out. So you want to keep it on the threads and a little goes a long way. So, again, when you're doing screws for metal to metal connections, this product is your go-to, is going to keep you safe. You don't need this when you have a plastic connection. This actually will kind of work the opposite way. If you use it enough, it starts corroding, the plastic. And that's going to be with any type of thread locker. So you want to make sure it's a metal connection and just kind of use some common sense. There's some brands out there that have are notorious for having, we'll say, more slippery screws than others, and some don't really have a problem with it. I would say maybe use on 1 out of every 7 screws, let's just say. I don't use it a ton, but that's just me. I like to, after I drive my rigs, I like to break them down and tighten everything up after I use them. So, but if you're the person that wants to just kind of leave it and let it go, you might want to use it a little bit more.
Yep. And the real light stuff, your lightest, the green, I believe it is.
Yeah.
The green is what I use on my small scale stuff. My 18
Oh, yeah.
scales
Good
for
point.
metal to metal connection. The blue is a little too strong for the heads of those screws, but the light is perfect for the small scale trips.
No, yeah, that's a very good point. Yeah, I'm glad you mentioned that because when you start dealing with those little tiny 24th scale and 18 scale screws, that is a big difference for sure. And before I forget, so the all these products are for sale on our online store, which is cowrc.com. And Mike and Jeremy will give you a code for 10% off on that on those products for about a week, I believe it lasts. So after the show, take a look at it before you get into the creek and anything else you're doing. Make sure you do that. Another one that we talk about. So when we talk about like buying a new vehicle or new to you vehicle, it's important to treat it before you even use it. And the CowerC Mousse Slick silicone spray is kind of one of those products. So this is a silicone spray, an aerosol. So what we use this for and recommend this to be used for are chassis, as an example. So underside of a chassis, and so you want to do like your skid plate, your sliders, axles, links, those type of things. And what that's doing is it's putting a protective bond or protective coating over top of these parts. And so it's doing a couple things. It's one, it's protecting these parts, and it's also preventing mud and leaves and sticks from attaching themselves to your rig. So it does, when you start having things attach themselves to your rigs, one, it causes more weight, which putting more stress on your motor. And two, those things like to kind of get inside your motor, get inside your gears, and could cause potential breakage. So any type of opportunity you have to restrict and kind of deflect any adhesion from those, native natural items, the better. So we always recommend, whether it's, and honestly, when you have an RTR, you get it right out of the box. Before you do anything, spray it with a silicone spray, because it's going to last a decent amount of time, but you want to reapply it every time, after you wash it, because it will come off after you wash it. But as long as you're driving the rig, it'll be, in good shape. I think, Jeremy, you were using the grease for something similar, right?
Orange can.
Yeah.
In our area, we have a lot of clay. We have a lot of debris on the trail that we don't really want to bring home. Like, I run a lot of horse trails, so there's a lot of horse stuff out there. But I coated down the chassis and the underside of the body of the FMS FCX10 that I just finished up, and ran that with Matt for about 3 miles. It had rained the day before, so it was pretty muddy. It was, a lot of loose debris on the trail. That truck looked like it was brand new when I brought it back.
Yeah.
Like it had a little bit caked, where you expect it to cake, because I drive the way I drive, and doing burnouts because I made it rear wheel drive. So I was doing a lot of dirt burner stuff, but it just fell off. So like a couple little shakes, couple little taps, it all fell off. I'm a believer in the orange stuff, not only because of what it does and what it prevents, but it smells so damn good.
Oh, it does. It is so strange how nice it smells.
It's crazy. So either one of the products, when I spray it, I use a towel to kind of wipe it in, and then I put that towel in a Ziploc bag and I throw it in my carryall. So if I need to do any photo shoots on the trail, I can wipe it down really quick, because I have the rag with me that has it already in it, so I don't need to carry it around the can. So that's a good tip out there as well.
Yeah. Well, the cool thing is one's a grease and one's a silicone. So like the silicone, which is the green one, comes out much thinner. It's more of a fine mist, and this is actually great for bodies. The silicone spray is great for bodies. So Lexian bodies, hard bodies, again, the same thing. You can kind of put yourself a protective layer on it. So that way stuff's not sticking to it, and you're going to your point, your pictures. You're not caked in mud, and it just doesn't even look like anything that you built. The orange is actually grease. So it's used, for like what you said. Grease is going to kind of repel things. It comes on a lot thicker than the silicone spray. And what the other thing you can actually do with the orange ultra thin grease is, ultra light grease coating is apply it to your drive shafts, your CVD joints, things that are moving. And that's really the reason this had come out, is to give you something in a grease compound that was lighter than our udder butter. So udder butter has been around for a long time, and we've brought this out, and we were having it being used on CVD joints in exposed areas, and what we found out is it was just collecting dirt. So it provides a fantastic lubrication, but also coming with that is some dirt that you bring home with you. So that's where this ultralight grease coating came into play, is to have an exposed grease application where you're still getting great lubrication, and it's a lot thinner than when we have an udder butter here. Kind of show you tub of butter, super thick. And what we recommend. Say that again, Jeremy.
I can't believe it's not butter.
It's like you just want to take a dip in there.
Yeah. Don't do that.
So what we're doing, udder butter for. So this product has been around for basically since almost day one. Since 2008 is when CalRC started its business. I don't know necessarily it's been around since then, but this is actually the third different version that we've had of it. You've seen like maybe the red and the green, and this is the kind of the final version of it, which has gone through all the steps, all the testing, the imports of chemicals to make this. All this stuff's proprietary. So these are not chemicals that you can go buy at AutoZone that just have a new label on them. This is all proprietary chemicals. The udder butter, all the aerosols, only CalRC sells this. So when you go to, there's a lot of people go to use automotive stores, and you ask yourself, well, I use grease on my Lucas oil grease or whatever on my full size truck, and why can't I use grease on my RC? Well, the main reason is because you're a full size vehicle, and the compounds of that grease is different than of a little differential the size of a quarter, right? So when you're introducing full size vehicle greases and lubricants, you're creating more corrosion on plastics, on metals that aren't as strong as full size vehicles. And then when it comes to gears, you're putting thick grease on gears that you have this little tiny motor that's this big that's supposed to move it. And what are you creating lubrication? You are, but what you're also doing is you're causing friction, and you're restricting the movement of those parts and pieces because they're so much smaller, and you're just causing other problems with your vehicle, like the motors, to break down. So when you see people talk, they'll have a stock motor and they say, oh, these stock motors are garbage, but look, I packed my diff full of Lucas oil grease. Well, red and tacky. Well, that's the problem. It's not the motor, it's how you applied your lubrication. So there's a reason to this. It's not just to create a niche or a product that's already out there and just relabel it. It's to create a niche within a niche, which is RC.
Yeah, a lot of people don't understand. Like red and tacky grease is a wheel bearing style grease, and it's meant for high pressure lubes on a 5,000 pound vehicle. These are not 5,000 pounds, and they do not have that pressure capability because most of our axle housings are plastics, so they have a give in them. And the thicker the grease, the more stiction it has, the more pressure it builds between the bearing surfaces, and it just wears out gears actually faster than the proper lubrication because there's so much pressure pushing the gears apart instead of just letting them mesh and be lubricated. Yes, no, definitely. That well said.
So yeah, that's kind of like the getting yourself prepped segment of it. And I maybe kind of wanted to go through what's after, after you had your fun, if your truck made it through, and what do you do after, the day after, or when you get home. So, I'm a big proponent of cleaning your vehicles right away. before you put them on the shelf. So the worst thing you can do for any RC is get it wet, get it muddy, and get it dirty, and just let it sit on a shelf. That is you're killing that RC, because what it's doing is you're causing rust to accumulate. Things are just seizing up, and then when you go out and use it again, going back to the motor restrictions, you're causing more friction to build up. And yes, will that RC probably keep continuing to move? It probably will, but it's slowly dying. And what you're doing is any little moisture that build up is now sitting in the diffs, sitting in the bearings. And so my whole point is you want to take the time after you use it, whether it's a day or the day after, take the time with products that are easy to use and clean them up before you put them away. So that way you always know the next day they're going to be good. And again, kind of going back to my whole point is you don't want to go travel 2 states away with a vehicle that's caked in mud and that you haven't used for 5 months. And then your next time you used it was after you drove 500 miles and bought a hotel room, and then it doesn't work.
Yep.
And then where are you at? You're not going to have any fun, and you're going to spend another $500 on a new rig at the swap meet.
Yep.
So going back to kind of one of my favorite products is the MooClean Cleaner Degreaser. So this is a degreaser that's also a water evaporant. So this is something that is electronic safe. So let me repeat that, electronic safe. So you can spray this stuff on everything. So this is ESCs, receivers, servos, motors, plastics, metals, everything, bearings even. So now with this being a degreaser, it will take off the oils of the bearings, but we've got a solution to replace that, which is our ultra thin, Mooslick ultra thin oil with PTFE. And what PTFE is a Teflon. So the reason that's important is because when you forget over time to reapply this oil, if you apply it the first time, it leaves a small, very thin coating of Teflon, which is going to protect those bearings and keep them, lubricated over time, basically through the life of that bearing. And so when you start cleaning these vehicles, you do you pull out some of these lubricants and some of these oils and some of the silicones. So it's important to replace them. So starting with bearing oils, when you start using a degreaser to clean them out and get the oil, get the water out of the bearings, you need to replace that oil. And so that's what this product is here to do. And then going to kind of some of the handy wipes. So our handy, quick clean solutions would be the Hide wipes. So this is actually 110 of these towelettes in here. And so this is the size of one towelette. It's all lubricated and moisturized. Comes in 110 of these in a container here. And so these are great. You can actually take these with you, put them in a Ziploc bag and put them in your carry-all RC backpack. Take them on the trails with you so you can wipe off your rig as you're going through. If you're doing any maintenance on the trail, something nice you can do. And the cool thing is it's got an abrasive side and a smooth side. So if you want to use the smooth side on your body to take some cool pictures, or you want to use the abrasive side when you need to really scrub some stuff off and get a clean place to work, this at least has it in both, 2-in-1 here. So real nice, smells really nice as well. It stays moist for quite a while, so just kind of depend on how long you use it. But if you sit on your workbench and then you walk away, more than likely it'll still be moist and be able to use it once you come back. And kind of going to your main cleaner. So this is MooClean Part and Chassis Wash. So what this does, this actually comes in a concentrate. This is relatively new. It's about a year old in the concentrate form, but it also has a ceramic coating within this. So this is going to be your main cleaner. So you'll mix this with water. This comes in a concentrate form. You'll mix this with water based to your liking. I prefer an 8-to-1 mix ratio. I don't know if you guys have any ratio you prefer.
It's let's see. I think I'm at 50-50 actually.
Oh wow. Okay.
Only because I save it, so I have it in a tub.
Okay.
So I don't just wash it down the drain.
Oh, okay. So you
that makes sense. I do desktop cleaning or bathtub cleaning, and I just have it in
nice.
That way I'm not going through it quite so fast.
Okay, that makes sense. Well, then, so if you're doing a 50-50 mix, you would not want to use a 50-50 mix in a sprayer where it's just going away. So this is one of our favorite tools to use with the part and chassis wash, which is a USB rechargeable sprayer. So this thing's awesome. It carries a ton of liquid in here, so you can put really anything you want in here. It doesn't have to be a CowerC product, but CowerC sells this. This is a rebranded product, but this is rechargeable. One button makes it go. It has a wand that comes off of here, so you can either get a little bit closer or put the wand in here to get in the little tight spots. This is probably one of my favorite tools that we have. So because it's rechargeable, it's super powerful. You can adjust it so you can get on a stream or you can do a fan, whatever you want. But putting a part and chassis wash in this or our tire wash in here are the two chemicals that I use the most in this sprayer. So it's just kind of a nice thing to, again, you want to dilute it, the part and chassis wash how you like. I'm an 8-to-1 type of person. I think I'm a little bit more heavy than a lot of people who aren't retaining it, but it's just kind of whatever you like. And if you want to, you could always mix up different jars of this depending on what type of cleaning application you want. If you have a super dirty rig, you bring out the heavy stuff. If you have just a dusty one, bring out the light stuff. So it's really all up to you. And there's really no wrong answer. It's just whatever works, whatever you're happy with. And I would say our final couple items here are the jet blasters. So this little guy, actually, let me start with the older one here. So this is the Jet Blaster Turbo. So this would be the kind of one of your final steps before you start putting any lubricants like the Moose Lick back on, or oil or grease. So when you have a wet vehicle and you want to get all that water out of here, this is your go-to tool. So has a nice variable knob on the back here. So this thing is mega powerful. It will blow everything off this desk, including the computer, this truck. Everything will go with it.
He ain't lying.
Yeah, it's not exaggerating.
Nope.
And we will be coming out with, and so we're constantly coming out with new products, and we are going to make something twice as powerful as this already is.
Wow.
If you can believe it.
Are you doing street sweepers?
Right. It'll just blow your roof shingles off your house.
Yeah.
But the nice thing is this, so the reason it's the variable, like I originally had just the on-off switch one, and it was tough to use inside because you didn't have much control. It's super great outside. When I used to race outdoor, it was awesome because it didn't matter what blew over. Inside, it was tough to use. But with this being the variable knob, it's very easy. Yeah, Mike's got the original one, which is the other one that we sell, which is the lower power version, which is great for indoor use. Still has plenty of power. This one gives you basically best of both worlds. Gives you the one Mike has plus the top high volume blower. So get all that water off your rig, get all the leaves, get all the stuff out of the crevices. It's amazing how much you will see. Well, you'll see come out of your truck that you can't see until you blow it out. I mean, water comes out there for days. Leaves come out of things you didn't know existed. It's unreal. So. And it's so much more convenient than like an air compressor. So, that was how I started in the hobby. I had a big air compressor. I don't know, it was like 200 gallons, whatever the heck it was, massive thing. And you got to start it up, let it build up pressure. It's loud. It has to build up pressure every so often. And it's not portable. This thing, you plug it in. It's got a ground cord. It's got a super thick cord to it. Very safe. Very portable. As long as you have power, you're good to go. But if you don't have power and you want something more compact, this is the Jet Blaster Mini. So this just came out and was released like a week ago. So this became actually really an item that, you look at size comparison, right? Way different in size. And this is totally battery operated. So has USB charging cord in it. Is a variable speed, and it also has a vacuum feature in it. So the blowing action is more powerful than the vacuum, but the vacuum is great for like my one of my hardest things to keep clean sometimes are the little pockets in the KRC mats, right? So you get stuff stuck in the corners and you kind of shake it out, it doesn't come out. You don't want to use water on these and detergents because then the edges start coming delaminated, so you kind of create another problem, or you just leave it there and it looks yucky over time. So this having the vacuum style to it gets all of those little crevices out of here. This is just one example. That's what I use it for, but use it on your RC vehicle, on your workbench at home, getting those little parts and pieces. And it comes with a, I'll show you here. It's a little, this is the collector that you put on for the vacuum. So you pull this off here and you put that on here.
I got to get me one of them.
Nice.
Yeah.
I mean,
backpack ready. Like,
and it's, you know, I don't have huge hands, and this thing is about the size of my hand.
Okay.
I dig it.
That's cool.
But yeah, that's my spiel. I don't know if anybody has any questions. I haven't seen any questions pop up, but if you guys have questions, let me know. I'm happy to help.
Yeah. Scott Griffin just said, shows how powerful the Mini is. And all I can say is Mike used it to dry his hair today and
ripped it right off.
Shots.
Ripped it out.
Shots fired.
Unnecessary.
Yeah, I've been axed. Wow.
Yeah.
Hey,
See what you did there. See what you did there. You got the axe.
So I did want to add. So KRC has been generous enough to give away a couple items. So if you guys want to give them away at the show at some point today, we just ask that it's continental U.S. Only. But if you guys want to give them out however you want, and I figured we'd give maybe 2 items out. This being my favorite item, which is the MooClean Cleaner Degreaser. This is the electronic safe degrease the world with this. I use this like water. It comes out with a great pressure. It's nice to be able to just, springs, shock springs, get all the stuff out of the threads, hard to reach places. It's fantastic for body prep before painting. So, Fish and Bill being a painter, you put it on a microfiber towel and you wipe on the inside of the body before you paint. It gets all that stuff, all that mold grease off. If you're putting the ESC on your sliders, you wipe put it on a microfiber towel, wipe the ESC off, wipe the place where you're going to stick it to. And it's got 1,000 different uses in it, which is why it's my favorite. So we'd like to give 1 bottle of this away. And then the other one that nobody.
On that
cleaner, go ahead, Terry.
On that cleaner, that is a fantastic product to use before you use conformal coat. So if you're doing a receiver, clean it with that first, because if they left any grease or anything like that on from the factory, or some solvent or whatever, it'll clean it off, and then your conformal will stick better. 100%.
I mean, for guys who are racing and gluing tires, this is the prep. I mean, no more tires coming unglued. This is your ticket. And the last our second gift we'd like to give out would be a canister of hide wipes. So this and all of these products are not exclusive to crawlers. I know we're talking about Beat the Creek and I'm showing a crawler, but boats, planes, drones, race cars, off-road racing, everything, motorcycles, it works on all of them. So it's I'm a crawler, you guys are crawlers, but you don't have to be a crawler to use these products. So hide wipes, you clean everything with this stuff. You clean your truck at home, you clean your house. I use them on everything. You clean your hands. So I take them out if I'm working on my full-size truck. I take this out to the garage with me and use this to wipe my hands off. So it smells really good. It's non-corrosive. It's just a pleasant product to have. So we'd like to, as you guys see fit, feel free to give, just let me know who they are and get me their addresses and we'll mail them out to them.
Awesome.
Jeremy, I know we'll say next that we'll wait till the end. We'll get everybody to stick around. So we'll wait till the end of the show to do that. Did you share the promo code yet, or can we do that at the end?
I have not yet. You tell me.
Go ahead and we'll save the giveaways for the end. Go ahead and drop that promo code.
Yeah. So
And
it's
we're going,
Rancho.
Rancho.
Simple.
can't be any simpler than that.
Couldn't be any more simple than this. So go on to CowRC's website, which is www.cowrc.com. Save yourselves 10% on all products on the store. It's good for 7 days. So 7 days for starting today.
Yep.
Just type this in at your checkout and get yourself a little discount. And all of our products are 100% satisfaction guaranteed. So if you are new to CowRC and you're like, I'm not buying what you're selling, we'll take it back. If you don't like it, we'll take it back. So we dare you to try it, and I dare you to call us and take it back. We have had very few people. It does exist, not like it never has happened, but it's a very rare thing. And there's also RC maintenance kits on here. So, I'm showing you some large quantities. There are RC maintenance kits on here, which are small packets of this, of the hide wipes, small bottles of tire wash. So if you want to just say, hey, I just want to try a little bit of it, there's kits on there, different quantities of products on there. Give it a try, see what you like, and maybe you'll like some of it, maybe you'll like all of it. But if you do, just come back and grab some more.
Yeah, they have a good selection of sample sizes.
Yep.
And so people understand CowRC is first responder and military friendly. They they'll go out of their way to take care of you. You might have to reach out to them to get that hooked up, but fantastic company, treated me well for many years. And I have the full suite of product there. It's on my workbench and it's natural habitat. That's where it gets used. So it's not product placement. It's just what I use.
Yeah, and if you message CowRC, you're speaking to the owner. So there is one person. I don't work for CowRC. I'm a factory team driver. So I love the product so much that I spend my time to help educate people and show people because it was how I was taught. I was taught how to use these products by the owner of CowRC, which is Heath. And I like it so much because my trucks look good, they function well, and I just want to pass along the knowledge to other people. So when you message CowRC, you're talking to the guy who's invented all of these products, and you'll get the best information that you have or that you're asking for.
And I'm not going to say it out loud, but there was a question: what about travel sizes for the sling bag? Yes, they have them.
Yeah,
they have the little mini spray bottles and the little tubs of grease. The udder butter and a few other various small size pieces.
Yeah,
that was those samples that he was.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, just like that. So if you go on the website, you'll see on the left hand side there'll be a column of different categories. There'll be like lubricants, cleaners, mats. I think it's one of the top choices called RC maintenance kits, and that's the sample sizes that you're talking about, Jeremy.
There you go.
I think that's your wrap-up applause there, Tyler. It's we want to thank you, but we do have to let our hair down and get the party started on the other side of this show because of my lack of Wi-Fi again. I apologize. And I do have to tell you, I'm speaking for everyone, Tyler, that we are going to miss you. We are going to miss you next week at Beat the Creek. So
I appreciate that.
We're sad that you can't make it.
Well, I appreciate that. It is going to be disappointing. It's wasn't my original plan, but things came up. So, but you guys will
Understood.
have a good time, even though I'm not there. But we'll see each other again soon.
Yeah.
You will be missed, and maybe we'll have you back in a couple weeks if we have some more questions and need to take a deeper dive into the rest of the stuff on the website. But like you said, you were here for the before and after. Protect that water or protect the truck against that water, and I learned a lot. I mean, you showed us a whole lot of new products tonight, so I'm super glad.
Yeah,
I'm super glad. I am super glad that we did this. That was well worth it.
Next week, go over and watch that every other Sunday at 8
Yes,
o'clock.
thank you.
Yeah, Cowtech.
Yeah, definitely go check them out. Stay on top of their new products. They always got new stuff. You can ask them questions. They'll show you whatever product you want to see that we didn't talk about tonight, and get caught up with them. And Tyler, I will try and run over a Ken doll for you at Beat the Creek in the spirit of last year.
Do one in my memory, please.
I will. I'll crash in the match truck this year.
Yeah, you guys have a great time. I am jealous that you're going, but I know you'll have a good time.
Yes. Well, we'll miss you, Tyler. Thank you very much.
Thanks, brother.
All right. So we went too big. Whoa. All right. So listen, I apologize again. I don't know what the hell's going on with this Wi-Fi. We'll do the best to get our way through it. But Jeremy, you saw a glimpse into the VIP green room a second ago. There's a handful of people here. So
Yep,
this is going to get a little hectic. So let's bring them all in here one by one. Bam. We're going to do a quick
If we got
refresh and bring them in.
I was going to say, if the internet charged us for talent, we'd be broke right now.
This
room
right?
is full.
This room is packed. So let me do my best to try and keep a little. This is a bad idea, but we're going to do my best to keep this ship on target and stay on the track. So let's go around the table real quick and give everybody an opportunity to do their 5-second hello, who they are. I'm looking at Mark from Crawler Cult, bringing the rock and roll vibe tonight. Bro, now Mark, we've been talking all week long about Beat the Creek, and I know, homie, you've been putting a lot of work and investing a lot of time and money into this. So, yes. You big dog, tell us who you are, sir, and obviously we'll come back to you again, but I'm just looking for an intro.
I don't know, man. We're just Crawler Cult. We're just having a good time. That's it, man. We're just trying to bring the party to this party that's already going on, man. You know,
10-4. You will recognize the tent at Beat the Creek. You don't need to read it. You will just recognize that the black vibe, that darked out, murdered out tent. It just you know the crowd, and you stand out in the crowd.
We're just, like I said, man. We're just trying to have a good time, and you know, I enjoy hanging out, and that's what it's about, for real. Just having a good time doing this, you know.
Fantastic, dude. I want to come back to you, Mark, and hear about if you can disclose or drop any maybe little sneak peek, something for people to get excited about. I mean, we're down to that 1 week wire, so I'm hoping when we come back to you, you can tell us what we should be looking for at your booth, anything new or exciting. Robert Pezza, I'm dropping down to you, sir. Well, I kind of took your intro away. So.
Well, I'm Robert Pezza. Thank you, Mike. AKA Scale Rat, and I'm also the marketing and product developer for J Concepts.
Newly. Congrats.
Newly, yes. So a lot of the new products that you're going to see is going to be Scale Rat driven. So it's going to be a whole new vision for J Concepts.
Oh, that's exciting. I know you perked Jeremy's ears up real quick. Anytime you start talking scale and all that new stuff. Yeah, awesome, dude. We'll definitely be back to you. The man of the hour, the spotlight's on this cat. A new guy for his first time, a virgin coming to Beat the Creek. I'm not going to say his name and below the intro, so take it away, Mr. Guy there in the bottom of my screen.
I guess that would be me, huh? First off, thanks. I'm honored to be here. I appreciate the invite, bringing me into the crew. My name is Bad Andy. I am the owner of Twisted Tree RC, and happy to be here. I'm going to be super happy to see all you guys in person at Beat the Creek. It'll be my first time there, and hoping to just bring a little of my flavor there. Some scale accessories, some antennas, some stuff to increase the twirl swagger on your rigs.
We love it. I've been installing your antennas, and I've got some of your scale accessories. I've been putting them in all week long in preparation for this event. So last week we even had a little sneak peek kind of. I was telling Jeremy last week all about your stuff. I know Jeremy will probably be the first one waiting in line to get a closer look at what you've been up to. So thank you for being here.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Thank you.
So from our native, from our local boy, from our hometown boy, Fishing Bill, how are you, big guy? What's the fishing report over there?
Gentlemen, how are you? This is quite a cruise that you got in here tonight. It's kind of like Murderer's Road, except for Mark, because he's the choir boy out of all of us.
That's right.
Yeah, right. Mark's got the halo.
Oh, gentlemen, glad to be here. Thank you very much for having me.
Absolutely, Bill. We need to pull on you for the quality control and fact checking. So I know you are no stranger to the area, and like you said, you are the hometown favorite, and we will hopefully you did a little weather report and know what we're looking into. But we want to come back to Andy here for a minute. I was telling Andy earlier this morning, the whole point of this show tonight was a pep rally. I know it made Jeremy scratch his head, like, what are you talking about? I said, no, honestly, listen to my idea. This was supposed to be something to give these people with a 10, 12-hour car ride something to look forward to. We thought maybe if we could drop a couple of little sneak peeks and little, get the vibe going, you would make that 10-hour ride, pointing at me, make this little 10-hour ride a little bit more enjoyable and anticipate getting there. That was the concept. I know, Andy.
Come back and listen to this while you're driving in. Like, listen to these shows
exactly
like this when you're driving in. And if you listen to it once on Mike's channel, go listen to it on other channels.
Because I'm sure at Ease RC's channel will definitely have some cool stuff that he's been updating, and there are plenty of other people. You're going to be a little starstruck. When I found out Hemistorm was coming, I was like, "What? I can't wait!" And that I'm not going to sit here and name drop all the people I'm super excited to see, but this is an event pulling in some numbers. Was it Bill? It might have been Fishing Bill. We're talking over 2K. 2K. Superseding.
The weather's decent and all. I think we're going to approach 25. I really do.
25.
I think so. I'm fairly positive Joe and his team will break 23, but we may approach 25 if the weather holds out. But I will say one thing, Mike. I know that you've only been to Beat the Creek a couple times, but we don't talk about weather because this is Kentucky. Okay. If you don't like the weather, stick around 15 minutes. It will change.
It does. I've been several times, and
we can't jinx it. So just come prepared for everything: muck boots, thongs, sandals, overcoats, whatever.
Well, this is where Andy will tell you. Andy is now pro level, maybe the next pro level and above in the world of mud. The JSTE event last week kind of broke the mold, and we are ready. Bring on the mud. There's nothing that we have not seen or we're not ready for when it comes to mud. So we're not afraid. We are not. Yep. JSTE turned out to be that perfect little opportunity for us to do a test drive, kind of break out the stuff, see what we're going to be missing, what we need to fine tune. Are you bringing, Andy, Bad Andy. I love the bad, giving you the bad before the name. Bad Andy, are you coming with the full arsenal? Will you pretty much have that same setup you had at
Yeah.
JSTE?
Yeah, what you saw, I'm
Fantastic.
going to bring that and hopefully more product. I'm in a building frenzy, just trying to, 2,000 people is a lot more than JSTE. So hopefully I can provide what people want, Um, that's the idea. I have a couple of custom things brewing for the event.
Perfect.
That should hopefully work out. We'll see.
If someone would approach you tonight in the comments for something custom, is there that kind of timeline left?
Potentially, if it's nothing too complicated.
Okay.
Custom flags might be a stretch, but anything else I can maybe accomplish. If anybody's interested, hit me up. I'm available on Messenger and Instagram, and we can get things rolling.
So we definitely want to depend on the comments here, Jeremy, because we'll give Andy an opportunity to talk about what he wants to talk about in a second. But anybody, if you have any questions about the Twisted Tree product line, let it rip. Crawler Colt, Mark, I see your halo going off back there, big guy.
Yeah.
I know you've been raring. You've been working and ripping all last month, grinding 24/7 for this event. Are you prepared to disclose anything at all that, is there anything to be looking forward to? Is there anything we should be preparing for? Should we be at your table for a drop? Should we do anything for to be a part of the cult? We need to know the inside scoop.
Yes, there's a lot going on, and I'm always a last minute guy. So right now I have 5 new shirts dropping. This is one of them. I know it's backwards for you guys, but this one's pretty cool. It's kind of like the old punk rock-ish look, vibe. I don't know if you can see it on here better. Hold on. I don't know if the light's right. I can't tell with the screen the way it is.
No, we definitely got it.
This shirt too, and we got about 5,000 of these stickers that we're gonna flood Beat the Creek with. There's this one too. Sorry, it's FTW one, Forever Tiny Wheels.
Oh yeah.
Nice.
It's hard to see on here. I'm sorry, guys.
Yeah, no, you're golden, bro. That's all we're looking for.
We also got 12 sticker sheets.
Oh, yes. This
one's all pew pew related.
Bear with me here.
I don't want to say certain words, get you in trouble. And then we got a BMX one, wrestling, music. Oh, hold on. We have a redneck country music one. A NASCAR one.
Yes. Is that the redneck?
No, the redneck one is. It's country music in redneck. I don't think it's on here.
It's the same thing.
There's NASCAR. There's weed. There's 12 different ones. We got to do scale banners. We got shop banners. We got shop aprons. But
sick!
At noon on Saturday, we're gonna drop something big. It's Star Wars Day, so we're gonna drop a Star Wars Crawler Cult shirt.
Cool.
May the 4th be with you.
Amen.
But I will say this: some people are gonna love it, and some people are gonna fucking hate it. And the more
that's what we want to hear.
The more that hates it, the better it is.
Sounds like I need one already.
That is the cult right there. That is the cult.
Can't see what my camera is.
There
We got bottles of piss.
Nice.
We got we got rubber muck boots.
I don't even want to ask what it's filled with. Oh, muff boots. Okay,
These are a big hit for the crawler scene. Crocs.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
Need some
The
Crocs,
GCM
right?
guys will love you.
And then hold on, wait, we got rubber chicken.
Oh, nice.
Choke my chicken.
Yeah, we
Choke
got
my
shit
chicken.
packs. We got it all, man. We got stickers, sticker packs. We got a lot of fun shit. But noontime,
Do you have the
what's that?
Do you have the old school stuff, Mark? Any old school faves at all? Are you bringing some of the old vibe?
Yeah,
The
we always
Wu-Tang.
have a couple of the older shirts, and we always do them in different
Okay.
colors. This time, one of the favorites is the Keep on Tiny Trucking. This time, it's going to be a
Okay.
red shirt.
Yes. Okay.
Also, we make these too. Everyone makes these, right? These shitters. We call it the shitter whip back
Yep.
home.
Yep.
But ours comes
Yep.
with poop. It comes with poop and toilet paper.
Nice.
Oh yeah.
So that's fun.
A dude wipe.
Yep. But that's all we're doing.
So they have not 1-to-1 size Crocs for you, Mike.
You won't find me in Crocs, homie.
No way, man.
I can support it.
No, I'd wear snowshoes to work before fucking. I wear Crocs.
I need that
I'd go
whole
to work in water skis.
I need that whole packet you just showed. I need all
Yeah, just everything, just it all. Well, I'm rating the BMX. I'm rating the BMX sticker pack. Are you going to have that one there?
Yes, we have them all. 12 different ones. And we'll be
Awesome.
having
I
all
can't
sorts of
wait.
deals and all that goodness.
I can't wait. So it is going to be May the 4th. May the 4th be with you, people. So for all you Jedis out there, we have something to look forward to. But what, Jeremy, help me out here. National Scale Day. We're also going to be there for that, correct?
Yeah, RC 4-wheel drive. It's scale day. Yeah. So loading up pictures on Instagram. Yeah, it's scale day. So
We've been through this before, Jeremy. Where was it? Were we at King of the Castle?
we were.
Was that the
Yeah, King of the
King of
Castle.
the Castle?
was also in this group. Yeah.
Shoot first, edit later, be ready to get out there and get scale. All right. Listen, it's almost like it was planned. Like it's kind of creepy how this worked out. May the 4th, National Scale Day. There's definitely a lot of cool stuff to look forward to. And
Go scale.
what is it?
Scale.
Go scale. Okay, we should be repeating it. Perfect. Well, I don't want to be saying it the wrong way because people have to get the hashtag right. So, I don't be listening to me. Go back and check the comments for the right hashtag, people. You follow my lead, and I'm gonna put you on a dead end. I promise. So,
You'll be looking up all
always
kinds of crazy stuff on the internet.
always double check. I keep a fact checker nearby at all times. So. The Colt has dropped it here, 12 o'clock Saturday, May the 4th. Be at his tent. You perked up Andy real quick. He's like, oh, you got my attention.
Oh, I'll tell you. As soon as you hear the Star Wars music, come over. It's going to be...
Yeah.
Someone's going to really be mad at me. That's all I can say. A lot of people are going to be mad at me. But you know what? I'm also, not only, without telling what it is, a certain group of people are going to be upset. But they deserve to be upset. Okay, that's how I'll leave it. That's it. Move on. You'll get
Hey, Mike,
it.
this is a family show, man. Put that thing away.
I guess my batteries.
I know it
It's
takes
not
batteries.
that big. I guess the batteries are dead.
Family show, man.
I'll go. You think that I'm sitting on a stool? You're sadly mistaken.
That's no regular.
People are always wondering why I can't sit still and rotating around. The mystery is solved.
Way to make it awkward, dude.
Yeah. We said it would be a party.
All right, I'm putting my lightsaber.
Yeah, do
I'm
that.
putting.
Yeah. Wait till I'm on Super Rocks. I'll show you.
Listen, if you're not shooting some warning shots at people and getting them to laugh at themselves once in a while, and I think that's the most important part, is you're getting people on Saturday at 12 o'clock over at the Crawler Cult booth to freaking laugh at yourself a little bit. This isn't meant to piss anyone off in a negative way. It's just to have
No,
a
yes,
little fun.
It really is, though. But it is, Mike.
All right.
You
All
know
right.
about
We're
it.
just gonna
You know
we're gonna
about
let it hang the hell out.
It is meant to piss people off, and that's
All right.
what I really like to do. I like to just ruffle feathers and have a good time. And if people want to make fun of me, have at it. That's what we're all. If you can't
Have
make
at it.
yourself, make fun of somebody else. You know.
Oh, now you got them really excited. The line is going to be forming about 11:30 now. So there you go. Listen for the Star Wars music. You heard it from the cult himself. I love it.
Yep.
I love it. So I want to go to Robert Pezza. Robert, I'm siding you up here, center stage here for a minute. Mr. J Concepts, are you guys bringing anything that we should be looking for at your booth?
Yes, we may have a few pieces that are going to be on our table that are hitting production very soon.
So some early looks, a little early look at what's coming. Fantastic. That will be
It's a different level. I can't really say what it is.
No. We're not putting you on that kind of pressure, boss.
Okay,
Not that. We're, like I said, we're just trying to build a little excitement, tell people the booths they need to get to, and make sure you're there at certain time frames. Are you guys working on a reveal at a time frame, a time slot, something like that?
I mean, yeah. I mean,
we'll post it.
We'll be out there on the table right from the get-go. Take a look at tires, take a look at wheels, take a look at bodies, and you just might see some stuff out there. You know, it's just
That's going to be the most screenshotted thing in the universe.
Just say
By midnight tonight.
I have no idea what may or may not be there. But
will be
we'll have
caused and screenshot more than the wardrobe malfunction. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
I just don't know. It's just, I mean, it's just stuff could happen once in a while. Wind just blows things. It's just, yeah. Yeah.
Oh, did someone say Star Wars? It's like,
Yes,
I can do it.
I'm not gonna lie. Can you please message me later and give me a sneak peek of what that Star Wars thing is?
You know what? I know
Trading
who's
sneak
going to
peeks.
enjoy it and who's not, and you're one of the ones who's going
Right.
to enjoy it.
I'm gonna enjoy it.
Oh, yeah.
Cool. And
Oh yeah.
Oh my God, yeah. Oh yeah.
had me sweating there for a minute.
Yeah. No, it's so good. I just cannot wait for next week. It's going to be a whole lot of fun. Getting the band back together and just hanging out, and I love it.
Yeah.
It's a great venue. You know, our heart is going out to Chris Lindgren and his loss. If you missed the post, Chris Lindgren, one of the hosts of the event, his father passed. So again, we take a moment of silence, and you know, our love and respect goes out to Chris and his family. And I know he's going to need some support, boundaries, and you know, if you see him stepping away or not in the right place mentally, we just hope and pray he makes it to the event at this point. That's where I'll leave that. But I caught it in one of his posts recently this week on his private page that you know, this is what's happening. So, like I said, it's a tough, sad day for him. But
This in the show without me saying hi.
Nelly, I don't know if I have a light on him. Go peek your head in.
There he is.
Dreamer in the house. This room ain't big enough for me. I have to go outside just to change my mind. I don't think we're gonna get us both in here. Rock and roll.
I just had to stop say hi.
Well, thank you. Hello. I could hear the door cracking behind me slowly. I'm like, oh, this isn't going to be good. There you go, people. The Glenn Shelley, the Dreamer drop. Good stuff. Now, before Dreamer derailed me on that, Jeremy, I wanted to go back to Bill. Oh, this is important, people. While we were on this topic, I'm going to slide down the Bill because, Robert, have you been following along what Bill started here? He started a fundraiser of sorts, a feel-good moment, which we always need at these events. If people stick around to the end of Beat the Creek and watch at the end during the prizes, there's always a lot of love and kids are getting showered with plenty of prizes. Bill just kicked it up a notch. So, Andy, Bad Andy, we're going to end on you, but we're going to bring in Bill here, full screen. Bill, I want you to tell us a little bit about how fire you started, because it's kind of a blazing, roaring fire at this point. I know it started out a little lighter, and I am going to ask you, are you prepared to talk about our fun run and prepared to mention a time slot on Sunday yet? Or I don't want to derail you if you're not. I know we'll put a post out for it, but if you're ready to drop the fun run, we can do that also after you're done talking about your mission, should you choose to accept it.
Well, I think as far as Sunday, I think the two of us, I think we can roll the dice and make an executive decision right here on the spot, personally.
I was liking that 11-ish, 11, 12-ish is fine by me. Whatever you have suggested, I'm good. I do like the Sunday slot to see if we can gather up people for an hour or so to go do a carry-off fun run. Like that is going to be the concept, and Rad Show will mix it all together. At Ease RC, we'll make it a pod, big melting pot.
11 o'clock would be good. A lot of people be trying to finish trails in that time slot to get to lunch at about noon. So if we start off, we should be able to roll pretty good, just depending which trail we pick. But no, I think that's a great idea. Sunday at 11 for carry all fun run. I like it.
Perfect. We'll work out the details. We'll get an official post out there, but I definitely wanted to plant that seed. That's the whole point of the pep rally, is to get people excited. It's something we're working on, and I promise you we will do our part to hide a couple of little things ahead of time in the trail somewhere, give you something to look for, and make the fun run worthy. So we are also looking to give away product, Jeremy, so don't not forget about those things from Addie's or from CowRC. So be looking on the lookouts for comments or whatever, however you're going to pick a name. We need to figure that out. But this is your spot, Fishing Bill. Tell us about what you started here.
I'll try and make this as short as possible. I know a lot of people know about it already.
Okay.
I was approached a few weeks ago, and there's a lot of backstory to it, but I'm big on the TRX4s. You guys know that. I have a bunch of them. I love them. And I know them very well. Well, somebody approached me to help rebuild a TRX4. And I said, what's the deal with it? Well, a family had taken their two TRX4s. One the father had actually put together himself. And then one they went to Florida. And the boys and the dad and the mom actually came to Beat the Creek in Rocktober almost every year. That was Dad's weekend with the boys. Mom would follow him. Well, he couldn't fix what was wrong with it, so he gave it to a buddy. His buddy kind of Tim hauled around some. He approached another friend of mine, and my friend knew me TRX4s. So he approached me, and the backstory of this, while the truck was waiting to be fixed originally, the father unfortunately passed away of a heart attack. Young man with two young boys, 5 and 10. So when this friend asked me about rebuilding it and everything, I said, whoa. This isn't going to be good enough for me. You got two young boys that have lost their father, and me losing a son 10 years ago. I know what loss is like. It's not something you deal with over a 3-week time period and then move on with your life necessarily. Everything reminds you of that. And I didn't want RCs to be a reminder of losing their father. I wanted RC to be a reminder of the good times with their father. So I set out just to get a few people together to pitch in a few bucks and get these boys new trucks. Well, I went on Size Matters Monday Night Mashup that I'm on every week doing the fishing report. And I brought it up and said, hey, anybody that wants to help donate to this, that would be great. Fast forward to now, we have almost every manufacturer out there, including Element RC, jumping on board. Element shot a message on a public page as I was asking for the donations and did my video. We had already planned on buying a couple trucks. We knew what trucks we wanted to buy. Element jumped in and immediately donated the trucks. Well, it snowballed into Element RC, K&K, Laners by Tony, RC Addict, Size Matters. I'm just going to go through these real quick, Mike. Squirrel Designs, Chunky Crawlers, Crawler Canyon, Shift RC, Cow RC, Crawler Cult, Beef Tubes, Twisted Tree RC. Just, I mean, those are the main ones. What we're doing is we're getting these kids donated 2 trucks, batteries, chargers, Cow RC work mats, toolkits, carry-all bags for both the kids and the mother now. And actually, we had Crawler Canyon step up and donating another element to the mother because I found out that she likes to run. So again, to kind of shorten it a little bit, everything's being donated to these kids, which is absolutely mind-boggling, but it shows this community. But we've raised enough money that we're going to help a ton of other kids. What we're going to do is I am purchasing 20 Element Enduro 24s. We're going to give 15 of those away at Beat the Creek. What we're going to do is I will have tickets for the kids to sign up at my booth. Every kid that signs one of those tickets, it goes into a tub, drum roller, and at the award ceremony on Sunday, we're going to draw 15 kids' names to get their own brand new truck. The other thing we're going to do is we're going to donate 5 trucks to Appalachian RCs for kids. Them and Crawlers for Kids both collect parts all year long from donations to build trucks to give to kids that don't have trucks at events everywhere. We're going to give them the ability to start off the year with 4 trucks each.
That's awesome. That you're now it's grown outside the original family that you wanted. Now it just continues to snowball and you're being able to reach so many more kids. It's freaking insane. Great work.
I think my favorite part of the whole thing though, Mike, is the kids are going to be there about 10 o'clock Saturday morning. They're going to come to my booth. I'm going to introduce myself, maybe introduce them to a few other people. And essentially I'm going to ask the kids if they want to go shopping with me. And what we're going to do is we're going to go around to all the booths, but especially all the sponsors' booth or the donators' booths, and they're going to get their products, their brand new trucks, their batteries, their chargers, all that.
And so fill that carry-all backpack.
I can't wait to see the smile on these kids' faces as they are.
Hell yeah.
Christmas Day. I'll just like shop with a cop, but it's going to be shop with a fat guy.
Hey, Bill, do you have anybody donating tires?
I'm sorry.
I didn't know I was nominated to walk.
Something.
Do you have anybody donating tires?
We don't at this time, Robert. What we're doing is the reason I'm doing it to Element SEs is because they're bushings instead of bearings, because they're 5 and 10 is how old they are. So we're not doing any total upgrades now. But like I told Ryan at Shift contacted me. I said, we're not doing any upgrades immediately, but we're not going to turn anything down for them because what I'm going to do also, I've already talked to the mother. You guys have seen my shop. And it's a cool place, to be honest with you. So I've already offered to her to bring the boys over to my shop. What I want to do is kind of, for lack of a better term, mentor them. They have a love for the hobby and a love for cars. And I want to start showing them how to upgrade, how to do maintenance on their trucks, how to fix them. So So we do not yet. So Robert, if you have, that
I'm
would be
in.
awesome.
I'm in 100%. So if you're going to take them shopping there and you want to bring them by the J Concepts booth, they can have whatever tires they want.
Robert, thank you so much. That is extremely kind. Guys, I can't say enough about this community. You know, I come from a motorcycle background, an athletic background, and one thing I've had my whole life is brotherhood and family. And this community is the same way. It's all brotherhood and family, and it's been absolutely outstanding to see. Very proud to be a small part of it. Thank you, Robert and J Concepts. Thank you very much. We really appreciate that.
Yeah, we got you guys.
It's fantastic, Bill. We're super proud of you. We thank you. The RC community thanks you for doing this. We always love seeing people give like this, and it makes people feel good. Makes a couple of old nerdy men like ourselves feel like we did something good, and it's not always selfish. So keep up the great work, Bill.
With all the kudos, guys, honest, what I tell everybody is the kudos are great. Thank you very much, but that's not why I'm doing it. I'm doing it because it's what should be done.
Okay.
So
10-4.
Everybody out there.
Bravo. Great job. Great job. All right. So we're going to end full circle on our boy Andy. So Andy, how are you, sir? We're moving you center stage now. Hey, I didn't get my dad joke going yet. And I'm not sure if this one's going to be dad appropriate, but since it's a mullet, it's all about the mullet at pep rally, we're going to take it a little riskier. So what do you call nuts on a wall?
Walnuts.
Walnut. What do you call nuts on your chin?
Blowjob.
Yeah, the Colt got it. All right. I still want to say chin nuts every time, and I walk right into it.
Well, you left one out, too. It should have been, what do you call nuts on a chest?
Chestnut.
Chestnut. Okay.
Then you go into the...
All right. I'll modify it. Okay. I can add the chestnuts first, and then... All right. Good stuff. So, Big Andy, if you remember, you taught me well. I was listening and paying attention to what you were doing on your event at your booth. Not only can you come over and look at products that you have, but you also share tips of other cool things to get, like the little keychain. Can you see it? The steel keychain. I'm trying to find the best place to put it.
There it is.
The box, yeah, the box, the steel box, maybe you'll recognize. Yep. So that chainsaw tip was genius. When I saw that in your truck, I thought, you know what, that yeah, mine doesn't sound like that. Even on my microphone, it doesn't. Mine's weak. But I'm not doing it for the audio. Jeremy scolded me enough too many times for playing audio, so I'm not doing it. I'm like, I'll take that ESS one out before somebody rips it out. I'm not coming with it.
You know, most trucks with audio systems roll down hills more often than those that don't.
Yeah, they might get booted or kicked sometimes. A little get out the way. So I do appreciate around you.
Yeah, absolutely.
So Andy, yeah, it is. It's super cool to come over and look at your tent. Come to the Twisted Tree booth, not only for the product, but the checkout is check out your personal builds. You know, I was telling Jeremy last week how impressed I was at some of the cool little different original ideas, that I never seen of some of these things before. And I originally saw this keychain once before, and I thought maybe the scale was a little off, but we all looked at a couple other trucks at different perspective, and you know what? It does fit in there just right. And the reason it works so well is because it goes so well with the level of detail that you put in to your firewood. So this is kind of the cool stuff that you have to look forward to. I mean, the cut on it, the detail with the wrap. I mean, really, tons of attention to detail. Yeah, can you hold that one up there? Maybe we can get the lighting right on your end. Is that the tennis ball? The lighting might be a little off. What ball's on the end of that?
This is my
Doesn't look green
76.
on my end.
76.
Okay. Okay.
So 76. Now,
Nice.
This is on FMS 16 Willys. So the chainsaw actually works pretty well scale for this. And I got some
Yes,
of
it
my
does.
large
Firewood.
firewood in here. Where's my camera at?
Show the cut. It looks like it
Wrap.
came right off of a splitter.
Cut.
Damn.
Got a little carry strap. So I make
Dude,
those.
the detail.
Thank you. I make them in large size and the 110, slightly smaller size too. But it works good in large for the 1.6 rigs here. My crew is really into these 1.6 FMS rigs. And I got to say, there's a lot of talent in my local crew also, but it's a lot of fun getting these out. They're kind of a little bigger than the 110s, and it works pretty well on the terrain we got. But yeah, come by the booth. You get to see this guy in person. He's his name, Lucky.
It's a great looking Willie. It really is. It's nice.
Yeah, he's good.
Show off the front bumper. The front bumper you did, right? You got that wrap on there.
Yeah, did a little wrap with some rope.
Yeah, lots of little detail. Very nice.
And this was one of my
Are those
rust applications.
Custom inner fenders? Oh, that rust paint you were talking about. That's that. Was it Tamaya's rust paint? Is that correct?
Modern Masters. This is the the stuff with the iron and the paint and an activator sort of thing. So this is
that's literally rusting stuff as we speak.
It is. It's getting
It continues
older,
to work.
Yep.
Robert, you use that stuff, don't you? Robert Pezza, our scale master painter down there, you use that stuff or no?
What stuff is that?
What was the name of the paint?
I think it's Modern Masters.
Yeah.
It's a rust kit, Yeah,
that's a good one.
Looks like the stuff there. Yep. Yep. It's cool.
Yep.
Works out well. My little trick with this one was that I put the rust paint under the top coat. And a little salt mask. So when you pull the salt off, you got the iron paint there, activate it, kind of gives you that sense of coming up through the paint. Works out all right.
Are you using the blue solution that comes with it, or do you use your own separate mixture?
I'm using the blue stuff that came with it.
Okay.
Yeah, I actually bought I was going through it quickly, so I bought like the large refill of that stuff.
Okay.
Yeah.
You get a slightly different color if you use white vinegar and pink sea salt, and just warm it up under some hot water for a little bit, shake it up, and then use that instead of the blue. You're going to get a slightly different color. You're going to like it.
Nice. Yeah, I'll play with that. That's cool. Thanks for the tip, man.
No worries.
So I guess on this, before I put this down, I can show one of my antennas that's been pretty popular. It's a magnetic antenna. Take it. I have a little magnet under here that I include, and someone would glue it wherever they want to stick their antenna, and then basically just sticks with the magnet. Never falls off when I drive, but you can take it off if you want.
Bravo.
And it wiggles pretty good when it's moving, I have a wire so you can run that into your engine. No detail on the engine in here, but tuck the wire wherever you want it.
That's fantastic.
Thank you.
Yeah.
That's
Now,
magnetic one.
Andy, Andy, one of the surprises. Oh, here it is. So this was the surprise of a lifetime for me, and I'm about ready to do. And I'm going to do what Jeremy hates. We're revealing an unboxing tonight on the Rad Show. The official unboxing of one of his whip antennas, and what you find on the inside is the little tool, like that. That little attention to detail there, where you're giving people that little key for that, what is it, like a 1.3 millimeter size? Is that why we did this? Is that why you ended up giving these out?
It's imperial.
Not metric. So I figured it'd be safer to include that because maybe people don't have, imperial sizes. So that's like the tiny 050. So I include that just to make sure you're set to go right out of the box.
It doesn't hold you up. You don't have to wait till another day for your Amazon rush order to come.
Yeah,
I was like, it's those little pieces that you continue to wow me with the attention to detail that you put into it. And when you provide that kind of stuff, very cool. Great job.
Thanks. I try, detail. I've always been able to focus on things. And I want to make sure when someone buys it, they're ready to install it. They don't have to order a part because I think we all know what that's like. So kind of hit the ball, hit the ground running, as they say.
I love it.
I guess while the spotlight is on me, I will show you some of the Beat the Creek items I got worked up here. One of the things I make is parking placards. I started doing handicap tags.
Nice.
So you can hang that sort of thing from your mirror. Park anywhere you want on the trail, you're allowed. And to go with those, I sell mirrors as well. They're 3D printed, and I make them so you can do a windshield mount. But if you want, you can also get a ceiling mount if you need like that sort of mounting. And I guess the placards, I worked up the Beat the Creek design. Hopefully it's focused.
Yeah, parking pass. Yep.
Yep. So these are going to be at the show, and hopefully I got enough. Hopefully people want them all. And along the line, I also build whips with flags. I got that design I put on another antenna. These will be at the show as well. And I'll do a little special. Someone wants to get both the set of the Beat the Creek flag and the parking placard. I'll make that a nice price. We'll see what it's going to be when I'm down there, but that'll be available.
I just spent $50. I was looking at the price tags as you were going.
Nice. So
make them say Rad RC before you call them the deal.
I can do Rad RC ones, no problem. We can talk. I do.
No, I'm just saying to make them say
everything.
Yeah, to get their special deal, they got to say Rad RC.
Oh, I can do that.
And then
it's like a secret password.
Yes. Secret cult.
Maybe I'll do that. If you have the password, you get a better price. Put it out there.
There you go.
Yeah.
Now we're talking.
Yeah.
Reminds me of an old. I don't even want to go there. Never mind. I don't want to talk about 1990 sitcoms. We'll leave that at that. So let's see what else. I got some stuff spread out here. I'll just show you real quick. Parking placards I talked about. And not only do I do the handicap ones, I have a variety of styles here.
Oh yeah.
Some are like beach parking. I got OHV, contractor stuff. It's hard to see them all in there. I'll flip it around. Stuff that says guest parking. Different things. So you can get a bundle of all the styles for like $12, or you can get separates as a pair if you want. Whatever is your preference. I'll have a few. Dice. I do dice. And I got these in all different colors. One of the things I like about mine is I use elastic between them. So they dangle and move around and stuff. So they look good when they're moving on your truck. Now I got some rad things here too. mirror ornaments. Besides the parking placards, people hang all kinds of stuff from their mirrors, right? So different things here. You can get yourself a cross.
Nice.
Dog tags. This is my favorite. These are sweet.
Oh, sick.
There's another
Dog
another
tags here.
$5. Yep.
I just started doing dream catchers. I don't know if it's easy to see here. Maybe this side's better.
Very cool.
Dream catchers. I
You
got.
remember in the late 90s when we had CDs, people would hang CDs and
Yeah.
they'd blind themselves and run into people?
That's right. Lightning bolt. I don't know if it's easy enough to see there.
That's cool.
And for people who like a peaceful situation, peace signs. So, mirror ornament. Onto some fun stuff. Let's see. Got my standard sort of antenna. Right here. Now in this bad boy, you'll see a skull.
What scale would you say this is? Large 10th or 6? Or where are we at?
This is my OG whip. I build basically 3 sizes of whips, right? This is the OG. This is suitable for like 10 scale stuff. You can get add-ons like what I call the whip tip. And this one's in particular got a skull. So on the other whip, there was a 76 ball. I can do smiley faces. I got a variety of stuff. It's all on the website. And I'll bring tennis balls are very popular too. I'll bring a bunch. Hopefully people find what they like. So that's my OG whip. I've also got micros. These are suitable for micro rigs. The wire is thinner. The base is smaller. And the tennis ball is smaller too if you want to get a whip tip. I do these without whip tips if you want. You can add a little flag on them if you want.
That's sick.
Let's see. It's a lot of stuff here. I'm hoping I bring the right stuff to sell. One of the cool things that I do is what I call the foxtail. And this is kind of a throwback, to the old hot rods and stuff, and people would throw a tail on their rig. So I offer these in different styles and colors and such. They move around pretty well. They're waterproof. I've seen people run through mud and water, and they look fine once they dry. I got one on a rig up there, but I might fall getting it down, so I think I have to leave that up there for the moment. I got another variety here. It's all black. Call this one the Overlander. It's another 10 scale style thing. Kind of modeled after the more modern style antenna that you see on overland rigs. Show you an example. There's a Disco MST chassis that I built, and I threw the Overlander on the front of this.
I like this.
And that sucker
Very
runs
cool.
good. And it's kind of a more current sort of antenna style thing.
I like it.
Thanks. This one also is mounted on the bumper. So I offer a bar mount if you want to mount on a round surface. Otherwise, the antennas all basically screw in through the bottom. So you go up through the bottom of your surface, or a clip, little sidearm clip. You can see that on each base here. A little L piece there lets you mount it on a vertical surface if you need to do that sort of mounting. So I try to offer some flexibility,
Options. Yep.
Yeah.
I'm dying to know in the comments, like, how many people are calculating, like Jeremy, how far they're up to. What's your count, Jeremy? Have you broken 100 yet?
For my own safety, I'm not going to say a total.
Okay.
I'm
telling you.
I still want to live here.
Okay. Well, what happens at Beat the Creek stays at Beat the Creek. But honestly, I think your pricing's very fair. It's for
Thanks.
the amount of detail and the handwork. I am not disappointed. In the
Excellent.
world of inflation that we live, you have everything priced very fair.
Maybe too fair. We'll see, but it works. People
Well,
seem to be happy.
If you sell
Yeah.
out before Sunday, it's more time for the trails.
Yeah, absolutely. One thing I'm working on, I got some flags, new flags coming. This seemed to be a pretty popular one.
Ooh.
So I'm going to put this one into production and hopefully show
Yeah,
it to
that's the one
you.
I need.
I need that one.
I know Mark
I-
wants to
I-
like yours
I-
right here, my man.
So that's my favorite one.
I knew that was going to get Mark. I knew it.
Absolutely.
That one bad.
So I guess aside from the products, I also have some merchandise. I do have a rad set of decals here. These are fun. They're kind of
Nice.
a New York flavor. I'm from New York, so we got some things
Bravo.
to touch home there, and then just some
The
funny
beasties.
stuff. You bet.
Right on. Look at those things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very cool.
It's a Yankee stick and not a Boston one.
Hey, I got the Boston ones on mine, baby.
Yeah, Mark does a whole bunch. So he didn't do New York. I didn't feel I was stepping on any toes by bringing some
Nope.
New York to the board.
Not at all, brother.
Yeah, man. And I got some merch, this hat. I got some
Yep.
beanies, got koozies, keep your drinks cold. I got zipper pull, we all wear jackets and backpacks and stuff. And if you're hunting for that one zipper, just put one of my pulls on it and it'll always be there for you.
Bravo.
Yeah.
Any scale banners?
I do have scale banners. I do. Absolutely, sir. I'm still grommeting some of them, but I got plenty to go.
Are you?
That's a low, that's low on the ladder of priorities.
Right.
Yeah, hand cut.
Yeah.
I
They're
hand
good.
cut 432 of them last night.
That's a good time.
Holy crap.
I found the cutting's not too bad. The grommeting takes a bit of time, but it's worth it.
Notice I will not have scale banners at my booth this year because there's no way I was cutting all them out this year.
Well, I'll definitely have some. I don't know. I think that's about it. I mean, I could show some of my builds, but I don't know if you guys. want to see that
I
first.
think we'll leave that. No, the whole point is to get the people over to the booth and get a
Yeah,
closer look at it.
exactly.
That's for darn sure.
Yeah.
We do want to end. We're going to put you back in the hot seat for a quick round of this and that. I promise you that was coming. But before, we'll probably end on this and that. So we'll go full circle around the table real quick. Scale Rat, we'll start with you. Say your parting words to the friends at home and tell them where you will be and what to look forward to. Say your goodbyes.
Okay, say my goodbyes. I'm like, I have no idea what you just said.
Sorry. Say your goodbye.
All right. Well, everybody that's been in the chat on Facebook and anywhere else, thank you guys for all the support. The Rad Show, this is definitely a hot spot. Yes, there's definitely a lot of talent here that's in the panel. These are all amazing guys. They do awesome work. They have huge contributions to the hobby. So please, if you're coming to Beat the Creek, stop by, shake hands, meet everybody here. And a lot of love goes out to you guys.
Well said,
Rock and
Robert.
roll. Fantastic. We're going to go to Billy Boy, our hometown native. Bill, we're going to see you soon. Any words of wisdom?
You know what? I'm not going to be near as eloquent as Mr. Rat there because that was very well said.
Yes.
But everybody, Beat the Creek. Great family event. Come in, have fun, respect the land. One thing I will say, if you get a chance, Joe, Chris, Sue, Bill, and Misty, Zach, any of the crew that's working this thing, if you get a chance, thank them for what they do. These guys have been working months at it. And just, tell them, hey, thanks for doing this, or, great job. Thank you. They're going to need help this year. They're a little behind with Chris being gone some, but don't forget to thank them for what they do every year. And just most of all, have fun. And don't forget to bring the kids to my booth and sign up to win some trucks.
Fantastic. Thank you, Bill. Yes, make sure the Fishing Bill booth is a priority on one of your first stops to get over there. Before we go to Crawler Colt, Jeremy, I want to check in with you for the first prize that went up. Were we right? Was the Rad Show, was that the first answer to your question? Rad Show, and I thought I posted the guy's name. I'm trying to find it here.
Scott Griffin got that one.
Scott Griffin. I saw a couple go up that were wrong in the beginning, and then we got it. All right, perfect. So your second question.
Yep, You Are Done RC. Jeremy Burris got the Trail 5. That is the bent carrot strip.
I have no idea how the hell you all figured that out, but
Facebook.
Great. Oh, great. Wow. So it's Trail 5, they all have names. All right. So you'll keep track of those names, Jeremy, and make sure they get to Tyler. Please. All right, Colt, man. Leader of the Colt, we're coming to you.
Listen, Beat the Creek, I got a feeling it's going to be 3,000 plus. Okay? And it's going to be a good time. What's that, Mike?
I think you just gave Joe Hockey a heart attack.
I know. I'm sorry, Joe, but I think we're looking at 3,000. I'm bringing about 60 people from my neck of the woods anyway, so come on, that should tell you something. But
hey, before you get off of here real quick, I expect to see you at the Hotel Hacienda as usual.
Absolutely. That's where the real party's at.
Yes, sir.
The after party.
That's right. No, it's a good time, man. We actually have our own little swap meet. We got a little build-off going on between us, and, we're just having a good time out there. We all swap stories and tricks, and we drink and smoke and have a good time. But 12 o'clock, I'm going to release something that's going to shock the world. But the rest of the weekend, we want to see everyone come by the booth, buy something or not buy something. Come by, shake our hands, man. But everyone, hopefully, we have good weather. And I'm not saying the weather. Last time it was so damn hot for me. I don't like the heat like that, man. It was like 80 fucking degrees. But I want everyone to go by everyone's booths and support the people because, we're out there doing this for the community, and that's what I'm doing this for. And that's the truth. I'm doing this to have a good time with my friends. And that's what the community is. It's our friends. And we need to stick together and we need to stop this gatekeeping bullshit that's going on, okay? We really need to stop.
Bravo.
Comments that these fucking people that put, excuse my language, but the comments when some poor kid gets into the hobby and says something that he doesn't understand and everyone shits on him, that shit needs to stop now. For real. It's killing the hobby for people. I know people that stepped in and stepped out because of it, and that shit needs to stop. And Beat the Creek isn't about that, and we're about having a good time and bringing the community together. That's my rant. Anyways.
All right, Mark. Well said, bro. We are super stoked, and we're really looking forward to seeing you. And keep up the grind. I know you've got a lot of work ahead of you this week, so we'll leave you alone and let you get to it.
Right
but we're looking forward to seeing you. We're looking forward to seeing you, bud.
That's it. Thanks for having me, guys.
All right. Jeremy, boom. Did you get? I know you hate that position, buddy. But did you?
There's a car behind me.
Oh, you're really trying to keep this one on the DL. Okay, this is super secret build.
Super secret. It's competition, so I don't want to.
Is this a Reefs thing? Is that what this is?
Yeah. So
part of that.
Rod,
okay.
Yeah, over at the Reefs tent.
Yep.
Rat Rod build.
Okay.
Finale.
Nice.
Voted
on by the people.
People's choice, and RC Every Day will pick his favorite as well. So stiff competition. I've seen sneak peeks of a few. So definitely drop by Reef's booth at BT Creek and see what's going on. Some really cool stuff. Shop truck will be there. I got some other trucks that are getting ready I got Castle, the LMTs, the baby LMT, and my other LMT are going to be at the Castle booth. I'm bringing the Ford Ice to run because it's got lights and it's got a 3800 kV in it, and I'm going to run it on 4S and jump trucks. Yeah, that's what I'm hiding back here is a rat rod.
Awesome. I got a sneak peek of it. It's very cool. I can't wait to see it in person. Jeremy at Ease RC. See how it's spelled there, people? At Ease RC, and put a 10 behind it. At Ease RC 10, and you get over to the Carryall RC website from tomorrow all the way up until the day before Beat the Creek. We are going to run the at ERC10 promo code. The only one stipulation is you have to subscribe to his YouTube channel to be eligible for the discount. That's all we ask. Go over there, subscribe to his YouTube channel, and for doing so, Addie's RC10 is something that he has put forward for the Carryall RC site. That is yours. And we have one more that we will drop right at the end of the this and that segment of the show from CowRC. No, never mind. We did the CowRC one, didn't we? All right, so the CowRC one is out there already. And we are going to end on this and that. Jeremy, do you have any parting words for anyone?
Parting words for everybody going to Beat the Creek. If you listen to this show on your way to Beat the Creek, you're 2 hours closer at this point. Be great.
It was a long one.
Be great, be kind, be gentle, and be gone. Leave the place better than you found it, and enjoy your time there. That's all I got.
Well said. All right, Mr. Bad Andy, I warned you this is what's coming. This is how we're going to wrap it up, and this is what's going to take us out. We are going to set the time clock for 1 minute. We are going to pull up our Jeopardy music in the background, make it all official. This is when we start looking high tech and looking like we know what the hell we're doing. It takes us till the end of the show to get here. So, this and that is the segment. Very simple. 2 choices. Fire back. What better describes you? Call or text? I did say 1 minute time clock, right?
You did.
Call. Can you hear me all right? Bad Andy, your first one. Call or text?
Texting, I guess, worked better because I tend to forget shit. So if I have it on a text, then it's there forever.
Jeremy, he's going to fail this badly if he gives a description on every answer.
He's kind of smart because it's fewer questions.
Okay. All right, we got... Do you prefer... would you rather go to a bar or go to church? Bar. Whoa.
No explanation.
All right.
Needed there.
No explanation needed. That's well said. An Autobot or Decepticon?
Autobots. I got a decal on my truck.
Pizza or Chinese food?
Pizza.
PlayStation or Xbox?
Xbox, because that's what my kid's into.
A slot machine or blackjack?
Blackjack.
Lexan or hard body?
Hard body.
Medical use or recreational?
Doesn't matter. Recreational.
um, burger or hot dog?
Hot dog.
Ketchup or mustard?
Ketchup.
Jeep or truck?
Truck.
Jack it up or slam it to the ground?
Jacket.
Win the lottery or meet your soulmate?
Lottery.
Hunting or fishing?
Fishing.
Coca-Cola or Pepsi?
Coca-Cola.
An action movie or a comedy?
Action.
Cat or dog?
Dog.
Oh, KFC or Taco Bell?
KFC.
Summer or winter?
Summer.
Sunrise or sunset?
Sunset. I'm not awake for sunrise.
Drive or passenger?
Passenger's fine by me.
Samsung or iPhone?
iPhone.
Are you more likely to get a speeding ticket or a parking ticket?
Speeding ticket. I used to be a valet. I park real good. I'm a
Best
professional.
answer yet. Oh boy. Now I lost my spot. Facebook or Instagram?
Instagram, because Facebook annoys me.
College football or NFL?
NFL.
Let's see. Basketball or baseball?
Baseball.
Golf or frisbee golf?
Golf.
Check out this cool frisbee golf thing we got. Scale ones.
Good.
Aiden builds RC, and I almost lost the little frisbee that came with it. But these things are so freaking cool. I'm like
Cool.
literally throwing at it and playing this. It's like a really fun thing.
Squirrel.
That's what I was thinking.
Jeremy?
Squirrel.
Yeah, I know. That was bad. UFO or Bigfoot? Now we're really going off the rails.
UFO.
Oh,
Yes, 2 in a row. 2 in a row. 80s or 90s?
80s.
Crunchy peanut butter or smooth peanut butter?
Smooth.
Air guitar or air drums?
Air drum. Real drum.
Tattoos? Oh, real drums.
I'm a musician,
Sick.
so I can roll with real drums.
Oh, nice. Tattoos or piercings?
Hats.
BMX or skateboards?
BMX.
X Games or the Olympics?
X Games.
Boom. Perfect. He survived. Jeremy, do you have a score for him?
yes, I do, and I will file it with the others.
Thank you. All right. So a little lighter side at the look of Bad Andy. That was the concept, was to just have a little fun with Bad Andy. And hopefully, people, we got you pepped up and we got the rally towels going and we got you all excited for a little fun at Beat the Creek. That's all I can say. Andy, did you have a good time?
Absolutely. Yeah. Just want to say thanks again for including me. I'm honored to be in, this company here. Looking forward to meeting you guys face to face at the event. Come by my tent. If you don't see me, come by yours, because I'm a one-man show and I'll be there the whole time.
10-4. And we know that you're... Oh, yeah, right. I knew you would be. I knew this was a match. But Bad Andy, we know that you're rolling in by yourself. You're driving in solo, but guess what? You are not alone. So there is plenty of love and support for you. You got a seat at the table with us anytime, and we look forward to hanging out with you and getting to know you better and getting to buy some more of your stuff. I can't wait to come home with more crap. I've got more trucks to keep going. It's fun. It's good. So, Bad Andy, thank you, sir, for taking the spotlight. To the rest of the panel, we thank you all for tuning in here. Jeremy, with your blessing and your approval, we are going to close out here and say see you at Beat the Creek.
Absolutely. Let's go. I'm ready.
All right. Here we go. All right, then. We out.
Peace, guys.